Part 4. The story so far. CEO Morgan of the Morganites has almost been on planet for 50 years now. 50 Earth years, that is. And has established a nice little, I don't want to say empire, but a nice little business for himself there. We have not made much progress since part 3, I do think. We are struggling against the mindworms, but we are on good footing with our nearest neighbors. Had no sign of the other. Although we did lose the scout patrol to mindworms, which are now at another base. They are both green. 2-2. I'm a little bit lucky. There's no way for this colony pod to... Let's first just build Morgan Biochemical here with the scout patrol and then some recycling tanks. This base is growing very quickly. That is very nice. So if I lose this colony pod, at least we can rebuild it. There's nowhere this pod can go except into the fungus, which doesn't seem, well, rather than lose it, I suppose. Now I have 2 pods. Thinking if there's another place I can go for the pod while I... You there, Rover Man. You must be able to help out the people. Okay, let's explore our coast. All looking very nice. Beginning to slightly scary, but there's nobody out there, it seems.
Turn complete.
So there was also the other question of buying technology from Zakharov, which I think I do want to do. Zakharov. No, I still haven't heard a word. What a strange coincidence. Still haven't heard from Yang. Gee. I want your research data and a modest sum of energy credits. Optical... I didn't want optical computers. I wanted Centauri Harmony, I think. Let's see if this is... Maybe he will offer something... No. Maybe we can have a pact of brotherhood for a modest sum of energy? No. Let's see if Yang is friendly. Seething! Greetings to you, CEO Morgan. You're as always the most shrewd of us all, and your followers the most wealthy. Yang, chairman of the Hive, salutes you. Morgan, I need a private word with you. I have pretended friendship to our former colleague, Santiago, but I dislike her sociopathic minions, and I fear she is bent on equipping a private army to seize control of planet. I propose that we speak a pact of brotherhood, and together launch a surprise attack against the Spartans. Do I need friendship with the Spartans? No, they're on a tiny island and they're all silly. So I think having... If he's seething, I'm not sure why he wants... Okay, Pact of Brotherhood it is. Then I, Chairman Yang of the Hive, greet you formally as Pact Brother. I greet you as Pact Brother. Together we shall both dominate planet's economy and properly control our followers. We are both a police state after all. May our plans and forces converge to victory. Pact Brother, I am now uploading my most recent world map exploration data to your central computer. You are most wise, CEO Morgan, to keep your subjects under tight control. The common man cannot be trusted to manage his own affairs. Democracy is the first cousin of anarchy. Okay. I would like some research data. He has none. Okay. We just got pulled into a conflict with the Spartans. Okay. At least now we know what their territory looks like. This leads me to think that if this territory is unclaimed, my opponent must be somewhere on these isles. Maybe here. Here's some islands. Well, that's the same island. The world isn't that large. Oh, I just have a packed brother now. It's also possible the Gaians are actually here. Maybe. No, I still haven't heard from Zakharov. Yes. Proceed to make comlink frequency for one of the other. I need Deidre. Ah! He does not know Deidre's comlink frequency, so Deidre is probably not on this continent, which means I have free reign. Save for my AI Brotherhood, of course. Let's take a good look at his bases. I do not trust him for very long, I must say. Oh, that's where the mind one went. So if I can discover a way to get to the north, I could actually just get to Sunny Mesa. Then I will rule a substantial part of planet. I also want... There's too many options is the problem. But I definitely will go here. That's just growing at an insane pace there. And probably here. There will be some... Possibly spread myself out a little bit more thin. And somebody will have to start making the recon rover. Grow in 3 turns, very nice. Yes. Some formers, I can rush those.
Request confirmation.
Sea formers, can't exactly rush those. Cycling tanks, not yet rushable. These are cycling tanks, and these, of course, not. Okay.
Production complete.
We won one battle, but we're being chased by mindworms. Okay, let's further explore our coastline. And to the north.
Terraform
Explore by land. Okay, they are now done. Let's see where they will do the most good. This base will have a huge influx soon of food. So it's quite okay. And this base just finished its formers. Meaning we can add our own forest tile. This base still, well, this tile is quite nice now. 204. Can bump that up to, well, actually no, if we make a forest now, that will do more in the short run. It's already in the right place for the base, so we can make a forest there. Just along the river. Retreat back into the base, unfortunately.
Turn complete.
Further exploration here.
Terraform complete.
Aha, there we go. Wait, what? Why would you ever? Probably misclicked in a previous episode and someone was shouting at the screen there, but I didn't see it. Okay, no, just keep making those recycling tanks. I should spend more energy, strange as that may. It's still there! It's all too early to rush, really. Oh, but of course I can build new base. Morgan Bank. Good. Oh, it wants one more. I think that's better. Yeah, that's why it needs a forest. 9 energy, 3 inefficiency. Then, of course, if I make it doesn't have a scout patrol by itself, and I think we can just start with the recycling tanks here as well. So we already have a complement of formers. Yeah.
Unit max required ability.
Yes, I know. I wanted to get the former too. Okay. You can wait. You can just hold. Actually, you can hold. Yes, I sent you here to make another forest. You will have to find something else to do. I think if I now have a growth of 2. Once I start going from mine, I have no growth. So I'll have to have a tile that allows me to grow a little bit. Probably something like here. Well, not a little bit, I mean, grow a lot. Actually, until I can get 3 from one tile, I'll never grow a lot. So this base needs 2. Well, it needs to get recycling tanks, then it will keep growing. It will continue to be my base for minerals, so let's make a forest. It's a very disciplined rover, so next turn it will try and make another run. You can hold. I think I found the desert. The dunes, yes. Don't get excited because they just have a negative food bonus in the sense that they it's a complete wasteland. Okay, I think I know the coast here. I'm more interested now in these islands. I have a lot of energy and not much to spend it on, so I will try and get... No, so I haven't heard from Yang, even though I am. Research, modest sum of energy, optical computers for 100 energy credits, there we go.
We have reached an informational threshold which can only be crossed by harnessing the speed of light directly. The quickest computations require the fastest possible particles moving along the shortest paths. Since the capability now exists to take our information directly from photons traveling molecular distances, the final act of the information revolution will soon be upon us. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
The widespread adaptation of polymorphic software increased the demand for faster computers. The revolutionary optical computers, which use photons traveling at the speed of light for binary calculations, prove nearly 70% faster than old electron-based devices. Based on successions in applied physics, optical computers also exponentially improve storage capacities and access times. Interesting because I'm still playing this now in 2015. But I think this year we had some breakthroughs as well in optical computers. This technology right now gives us nothing. He doesn't want to keep talking, okay. We'll have a breakthrough of our own in 4 years.
Drone riots.
Drone riots? Oh no! I'm actually limited to size 2, because that's when the drones start coming. Maybe I don't want to have a fast-growing base. Yeah, well, with a doctor to help. I suppose I can make it. Start making a recreation commons, or I can just make another colony pod. Let's finish the sea formers and just make the recreation commons, and we'll just have to deal with this a little bit. Okay, you just wait there. Right. Seems you formers didn't do anything. There! There's just a fungal wall all the way there. I also just went into nobody's land. There might actually just not be anybody here.
Turn complete.
I see the largest military is now Alpha Santiago, who has a tiny, tiny island here. So that means Miriam and Deirdre must be... and Lau. Miriam, Deirdre, and Lau must be somewhere... They can't have a tiny, tiny state here, because then Yang would know them.
Drone riots.
Oh. Can't even rush it.
Drone riots have ended.
And the worms are still there. Okay, I think we can take them though with the disciplined scout rover, because they are 5-3. Show what the Morgan technology is about. Hardened. Good. Well, you no longer need to worry. Let's continue our exploration of this tiny island. And our exploration of this long coast. Yes, I am on my side of the border. Besides, we are pact brothers. We have no secrets from one another. This may be a nice place for a base as well, because it has, of course, it has the river. Then it also has the monolith. Not the most luxurious place there. You are both keeping guard, and you have yet another colony pod. Now you're making a recon rover, which will take a while. Wondering, should I put my money where my mouth is, build a base there? Well, there, really, I suppose. Yes, there, and then this is quite nice. It's very hard to reach from here. But it will vastly increase my territory. Meanwhile, this base will grow next turn, and after the sea formers, we will make a man here, and then a colony pod, so we can get a base on the other side of this mountain. So, limited distance or more distance is the question. This would secure my area most. It's not an ideal place for a base, but it will just give me even more income. I just realized that I have commerce income now. 6 a turn, so my income is 18. Let's see if Zakharov wants to sell me more technology. And I haven't heard from him at all. So odd, I still haven't heard from Yang. Research modest sum. Secrets of the human brain. Oh, that is what I wanted, yes.
There are only 2 ways in which we can account for a necessary agreement of experience with the concepts of its objects. Either experience makes these concepts possible, or these concepts make experience possible. Immanuel Kant, Critique of Pure Reason, Data Links.
All past research on memory, learning, the senses, and all other aspects of the brain did not answer one basic question. What is the biological mechanism of self-awareness? Research into biogenetics and social psych finally resolved the last of the secrets of the human brain, providing an understanding of the fundamentals of consciousness. Mission year 2150. Organic researchers discover secrets of the human brain. The university uncovered these secrets first in mission year 2117. But we were making more money at the time. Commence social engineering. Oh yes, we had the option for democratic or the option for fundamentalist. Hang on, what is that compared to what I... Yes. Fundamentalist would have high inefficiency, which is better than we have now. More morale, more pacifism. That's not good. Better probe teams, fewer labs. This is not a good thing at all. No, thank you. No. Can we boost our labs a little bit? No, we really can't. Just... We have an income of 18 though. Pleasure doing business with you, Zakharov. Okay. Now we can actually think again. Yes, we were going to...
Turn complete.
I do think there. That will be a nice step on the way to there. Meanwhile, we are still sending the pod there. We have the things there. Let's see if we can rush anything. We can rush things.
Insufficient energy.
Oh right, we have no energy now. But we'll have 18 next turn, so that is okay. Let's take a tiny look at the graph. Wow, Morganic is shooting up again. Good. That's probably also some technology we bought, as well as just expanding the cities. Yes, I will very soon finish these recycling tanks, and we'll have the forest as well. This will be a great base. And this one as well. It'll take a while, but it will be great. For energy. We won one battle. Yes, good. You conduct the pod. You conduct the other pod. You wait. Oh, this reminds me. Since I now have hypnotic trance, we got this from Secrets of the Human Brain, I think. That gives us an extra defense. And the interesting thing is that I didn't want a trance. There we go. So we can make a trance scout infantry now, which will be very good for things like these. And the interesting thing is that you can just upgrade units. I didn't know this for a very long time playing the game, but there we go. Upgrade to the... I can upgrade it to the laser infantry for 320. But I'll go for the trans scout infantry at 10. There we go. At a cost of 10 energy credits. There we go. Because this one is at risk, they can just jump out of the xenofungus.
Indigenous life forms. Indigenous life forms. Turn complete.
Oh, it's a monolith on this island as well. So many monoliths. I'm not saying anything about this. I don't have any money to purchase this.
Insufficient energy.
Which is okay. Recycling tanks. Sea formers are the most interesting one. Pods in to see if you just manage to get them into your first movement turn. You can usually just run away from whatever happens, but this one is that's tough. Go kindly into the night. We won 0 battles this turn and lost 2 battles. Yes, new doctrine is don't open the pods on land. I think there is just nothing for me to gain there.
In the borehole pressure mines 100 kilometers beneath planet's surface, at the Mohorovičić discontinuity where crust gives way to mantle, temperatures often reach levels well in excess of 1000 degrees Celsius. Exploitation of planet's resources under such brutal conditions has required quantum advances in robotic and teleoperational technology. Morgan Industries Limited Annual Report.
The creation of planetary networks and widespread adaptation of industrial economics led to rapid industrialization of the virgin planet. Lacking traditional masses of Earth's working class, leaders must now develop complete industrial automation for production and assembly, building modest factories where all repetitive, non-skilled jobs, from janitor to VP of sales, are handled by sophisticated robotics. This is very interesting. Once again, not being used to Morgan, I'm not used to developing technology in this general area continuously. So I was not expecting to have the supply crawler quite this soon. The supply crawler is arguably one of the most important technologies because it allows you to vastly increase the amount of food and minerals and energy you get. As such, I have not actually prepared my land very much for it. So we have obtained technologies which will allow us. Yes, I would like to see these. The supply crawler. So there we have it. This will allow us to mine from other tiles. So a few bases will already benefit from this, I think. Adding some extra to food here and there. And I need to make an enormous amount of forests and mine them. The limits for getting things from tiles has not been lifted. So forests, although very good, just still give 2 minerals compared to what eventually mines on these tiles will be, which is 4. I have trans-laser infantry. I think I already had that. We can now commence social engineering for wealth. A police state free market aimed for wealth. That would give us +1 energy per square, +2 energy per base, +2 commerce rating. We'll have -1 morale and all plus modifiers are halved. That is slightly less good. Mineral costs decreased by 10%. This is amazing for this point. The only problem is that our morale will be quite low. But our net income will be 22. The problem is actually I don't think we have 32 credits. It's also not, it's just 5 more. The question is, do I expect, but the mineral cost being decreased is a large thing.
Insufficient energy.
Okay, I'll do this later then. Messages, our gun skim ship was destroyed. Yes. I have Brother Lal of the Peacekeepers on Channel 5. Shall I put him through? Yes. The shrewd CEO Morgan, first among Morganites. I lead the Peacekeepers, and am honored to be their brother, Lal. We intend to defend the humanitarian principles of our original UN Charter. Have you heard from Yang recently? I have not been able to locate him or his high faction since the time of planetfall, and wanted to continue some of our earlier conversations. If you have his comm frequency, I could offer 30 energy credits for your trouble. Here it is. Your information on optical computers intrigues me. Are you willing to exchange it for a copy of my world map? And so he wants optical computers or industrial automation. Optical computers doesn't give too much. It leads to bombardment, but I don't think Lao's ever going to be a problem. Oh, he does have quite a large knowledge. The fragmentation of this mission has been a disaster, CEO Morgan. Won't you sign a treaty of friendship and help me to reunite the others? If we reunite everyone, there will be a lot of trading. A lofty goal, brother. I am with you. Excellent. CEO Morgan, this treaty demonstrates that the planet is large enough for both your business plans and for my humanitarian initiatives. It also opens the door for trade and commerce between our peoples. May the friendship between the Morganites and the peacekeepers last forever. I sincerely hope so, considering that the Hive may object against this friendship. Might. Pathetic. Have you any further business? I have a proposal to make. I need comlink frequencies for System Miriam. He doesn't have System Miriam. I need a comlink frequencies for Lady Deirdre, which he also lacks. Well, I believe we are finished here. Ah, so he stretches all the way to... This is very interesting. This could actually mean, because obviously he's still exploring here, or maybe he's exploring in a dive. But this actually suggests that our lands are not so distant from one another. Very interesting. Okay, I need to reconsider so much at the moment. These formers, recreation commons. Okay, this base is not really in a state to do anything. I need to find a base that, yes, okay. Let's see. This base, Morgan Energy Monopoly, is the one that is going to be the person. It can make a supply crawler in 8 turns. I'm quite sure that now it's 4 turns, yes.
Request confirmation.
I'll rush this, and we'll make a supply crawler, and then we can start making one of the good projects. Considering I get extra energy per base, I'm not sure I want too many people in a base. Just see the mind worms here on the map. Command Nexus is good because I am extremely bad at +1 energy each square, but that is still clamped, so that's not interesting. New bases begin at size 3 is interesting, but not so much interesting. We see at the secret project data, yes, the Gaians are making the weather paradigm in the virtual world, which is cute and all, but yes.
Terraform complete.
Good. So this will hurry along a little bit more. We are going to make forests everywhere. Let's see, this base is going to be the production base. So we need to make some supply crawlers and then feed them to the base. So actually this is going to be the energy base, so maybe I should do this. What do you think if a supply crawler is... well, let's just move to these tiles. Yes. There, this one is also done now. We can just move on and make more forests, I suppose. Let's see, this is an important base because it... well, it needs the recreation commons, is the problem. And it's hunger. Okay, as soon as the sea formers are done... No, of course not. 13 energy, this is just bloody crazy. Okay, fine. I need the recreation commons. And then I can make a supply crawler. I can make the supply crawler earlier as well. Yes, I'll do this. Because by that time I will be making a forest there.
Turn complete.
Wow. This is Capital Colony Pod. And then a new translator. Let's see. A gun skim ship with hypnotic trance. Will that be more expensive? No. Yes, that's twice as expensive. Oh. 10 expensive. This is actually cheaper. So we'll do that. I don't see the logic completely, but we'll make a trans-synth metal hoverboat. Very good.
Production complete.
Good. Move out. You will make a farm. Actually, will you make a farm? Because it's already 2 food. 3 food. With a farm, it would be only 4 food. So that's not so good. What is needed instead is solar. That would just be 2 as well. Okay. More food. Clearly should have thought this through. Here, here. You'll be ready to build next turn.
Terraform
There.
complete.
You move to make the next forest. Supply crawl during 3 turns. That is pretty neat. You venture north. You see it could just have a really neat amount of energy in it. So what we'll do is we'll upgrade the unit. Oh, it already moved this turn. Well, never mind. No upgrades for you.
Turn complete.
Maybe Miriam is just a city on one tiny island. And we are going to move our entire society's importance to wealth, which will give us a net income of 24. Yeah, sure, let's pay that money. 24. I still have some money left, some pocket money at this point. After your recycling tanks, you will make some formers, and then a supply crawler. That's actually an interesting question. Do you put all the supply crawlers to the same base, or there we go.
Insufficient energy.
Since we are making these, forests will be for these bases, so
Insufficient energy.
this base is already pretty busy. This is pretty busy. After these recycling tanks, we might as well make another set. No, hang on. No, let's see. Someone else was already making a recon rover, right? Yes. Okay. This has a recycling tanks as well. This is actually a pretty interesting base as well. Yes. Okay, it looks like we'll come down to this base to make formers and a supply crawler. After this, you can also do this, but that will take ages. So, making a supply crawler as well. Economy plus 25 per turn. It's just outrageous. My opponent also alerted me to the fact that my power level has just jumped upwards enormously over the last few turns. I think that is... I'm not quite sure why. I think it's the exploration of the world map and the addition of new technologies. So, Doing pretty well. Actually, I should be worried because the hive might get a bit unruly. There's so much forest now, though. It's a nice base to have.
Please don't go. The drone